Here, in a small town called Waterloo, the end of a great military legend was written. It was the battle that changed the course of Europe and brought down one of the greatest leaders in history, Napoleon Bonaparte. So, what happened on that fateful day? And how did Napoleon's dreams end? After Napoleon escaped from his exile on the island of Elba, he returned to rule France in a period known as the 100 Days in 1815. But Europe was not willing to let him return to power. So the Allies formed a huge force led by England and Russia, led by the English commander, the Duke of Wellington, and the Russian von Blücher. Napoleon, despite his limited resources compared to his enemies, decided to take the initiative and attack before the Allies gathered into a single army. And here the story begins, at Waterloo. On the morning of June 18th, Napoleon and his 68,000-strong army faced the 72,000-strong Allied army led by the Duke of Wellington. But the surprise was that Russian forces, which were supposed to be far away, were quickly approaching to support the English. The battle began with a fierce artillery barrage from Napoleon's army, followed by a French infantry and cavalry attack on the Allied positions on the hills. But Wellington organized his defenses well and used the terrain to his advantage. By noon, the French attacked bravely, but resistance from Wellington's forces was fierce. At the same time, shocking news reached Napoleon. The entry of Russian forces led by Blücher into the battlefield. Pressure increased on the French army from all sides. Despite this, Napoleon did not surrender and ordered a final attack using his elite forces, the Imperial Guard. But what happened next was disastrous. Under the weight of the Russian attack and the pressure of the British, the French army collapsed, and the Imperial Guard itself retreated, which had never happened before. By sunset on June 18th, 1815, the legend of Napoleon had ended and he had been defeated at the Battle of Waterloo. The Battle of Waterloo was not just a military confrontation, rather it was the end of an era and the birth of a new era. Was Napoleon's defeat due to his poor judgment or bad luck? Share your opinions with us in the comments, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more interesting historical stories.